and it caused a lot of pain as a very, very young infant. At the same time, it put my sexuality into a survival mode that was the equivalent of breathing or eating or drinking. It was just became a very strong base instinct. The Hitler-Himmler research had already determined that this was what happens in the human brain when anytime abuse occurs. And when abuse occurs, where the brain begins to section off the abuse so the rest of the mind can function normally, there becomes less and less conscious mind to be able to think through exactly what is happening. They were very much interested in this because if the traumas are repeated enough and there's enough compartmentalization created in the brain, then the subconscious mind is left wide open to being manipulated and easily led. That was what they wanted for mass mind control in a society. It's what they wanted for that kind of Manchurian candidate attitude and for being able to manipulate ultimately the politics of the planet as well as the population as a whole. These experiments that Dr. Ross referred to were so heavily going on when I was born in 1957 that by the early 60s, mind control was in full swing. The CIA was taking information from what the Catholics had long since learned about the effects of trauma on the human mind when they did the Spanish Inquisition and the Crusades, and they found out how people responded to that kind of trauma, that kind of torture. And it was so strong on the population, as a matter of fact, that it ended up where the few free thinkers that were left went underground, and secret